Young and the Restless's Vandals revealed that Melissa Ordway is a busy woman. She is back to film on CBS Sudzer and she will have a new movie coming soon. Melissa recently sat down for an interview with TV Insider and we have her interesting insights into what it wants to return to Genève as well as the unfortunate things about her latest project. First of all, it's clear that Melissa is like the rest of the team, not to mention the loyal fans, happy to be back to work after the coronavirus caused the disruption. "It was great to see everyone," she said. "We really like a family and it's like not meeting your family all the time. Now we see people from afar and catch up and watch everything we are doing." The necessary precautions after the pandemic rocked the world and closed in March. Since then, the show has been repeated and Melissa says she watched them. Melissa recently sat down for an interview with TV Insider and we have her interesting insights into what it wants to return to Genève as well as the unfortunate things about her latest project. Star Sasha Calle said that if it wasn't Michael Mueller, it would be great to join the show. "Harder than it, that's because Michael is her rock, in more ways than one. This is what you need to know." When asked what was the hardest part of starting a new job in Geneva, she said it was the number of lines she had to remember day after day. Thankfully, her co-star helped her every step. Brown-haired beauties put it this way, learning 40 pages a day. "I mean, every day. Thank God, I had Michael Mueller by my side. It was hard, but at the same time, it was fun because we were all a group doing it together." As mentioned, many fans couldn't help but wonder what was in Lola and Kyle Abbott's shop when CBS Soap was on the big screen. As a press time, the Young and Restless cast and crew were asked to return to the studio on Monday, July 13. Earlier reports indicated that they had to return on Monday, July 6, but that date pushed back a week so manufacturers and crews could make sure everything was done. Now to help protect the health and safety of everyone on set. "We have a new dose of Newman Week starting here and the program has an interesting game to make things interesting. This will be an interesting one because Young and the Restless sees this and we are looking forward to a new experience. While it's great to watch these old episodes, we wish they'd show the whole plot segment at some point instead of the simple topic weeks, but we'll take what we have. Can be received." Coming to us from August 30, 1994, this episode has Victor Newman lecturing on his son, Nick Newman, about the importance of the Newman legacy and maintaining it, and Nicky Newman has a concern about Poison Chain. On to Victoria Newman. It sounds like a pretty good way to start Newman Week, so let's get started. It's no surprise that Victor wants to make sure his children understand Newman's legacy and power. Finally, he built the company himself and turned it into a global empire and the last empire. We often see how difficult it is in various shows and movies to make others understand their importance to them and their future. Young and the Restless Vandals promise Victoria Newman to have an upcoming wedding on CBS Soap, and then, a new love. The first is from a classic episode, and the other is the spoils of Y&R for the upcoming new episodes. Check what's ahead for Vicky. In the past on Y&R, Victoria Newman has had fair weddings. The movie came out this week when Victoria married J.T. Hallstrom. Of course, the last time Soap tried to bring Victoria back to J.T., he turned into a psychopath. Many Young and the Restless fans were angry that Ma Young, who was famous at the time, crushed J.T.'s character with a plot to abuse Victoria. Thankfully, this replay comes from the time before the British writer-director joined the show and teared up many Inheritance characters. So, first, get ready to enjoy a look back on Victoria Newman's wedding with her J.T. love. You can see their chemistry shining on Young and the Restless. That Soap wedding 2008 was a year after their real-life marriage. Then get ready for the new movie for Newman's eldest daughter. The main thing viewers want to know is, when will Young and the Restless return? They have returned to work for a few weeks and you can bet that the editors are working as quickly as possible to continue broadcasting new shows. The interesting thing is that the General Hospital can beat them. Although GH returned to work later, they aired new content starting on August 3. So that created a lot of heat for Young and the Restless. Because, after August 3, they will be the only one of the 4 soaps that do not broadcast new episodes. The day never stopped, and Bold resumed new episodes a week ago. As we watch the new Young and the Restless episodes, likely in August, expect a new storyline for Victoria Newman. The conversation is that she found new love. With Billy Abbott pursuing Amanda Sinclair, it was time for Victoria to turn into a new love. Do you remember the last new guy Y&R brought back to Victoria Newman? It was Travis Crawford for half a year in 2016. Remember, she knew her identity with the hunky barista. He loves her, but then Mal Young takes over and removes the character. So maybe Young and the Restless can bring Travis charm because he and Victoria have a sweet love. However, the actor seems to be quite busy, so he may not have time for a soap show. In addition, we have heard that CBS Soap hired a new cast as Victoria Newman's new favorite character. Time will tell if Summer and Faith develop any famous sibling contest on The Young and the Restless. But in real life, it's more difficult to find a more devoted brother than Hunter King, who plays the daughter of Nick and Phyllis, Summer Newman. Although holiday movies tend to air on holidays, King assures her followers that The Kissing Booth 2 is not a Christmas movie, acknowledging that this photo can be confusing. According to Netflix, the movie's settings are as follows: year when Elle's first kiss led to a forbidden romance with the hottest high school boy, she risked having sex with her best friend his most. The film also stars Joel Courtney and Jacob Elordi. Hunter King has done 2 missions on Year in the past, playing both Summer and Clementine in the sitcom CBS Life in Pieces. The latter part finished the work earlier this year, but King chose another series, ABC Prospects. She will play the lead role, Abigail Lansing, described as an ideal young woman, moving to the border to become a teacher. Alas, Abigail's ideal was quickly put to the test when it was discovered that she was not teaching children, but rowing farmers. However, Prospect is not part of ABC's recently published primitive schedule for the 2020-21 season. Still able to find a way to air as a mid-season replacement? Or can it be picked up by another network? Soap Hub will keep you posted on developments as they become available. The Young and the Restless airs weekdays on CBS. Check local listings for airtime. Phyllis and Nick used the launch party from Jab to let people know that they were paired up. As a countermeasure, Billy took Sharon on a date. Despite appearing in public, Sharon resisted Billy's advances, insisting that she did not want to pursue revenge sex. Instead of being sad, Billy thanked her for the reality check. Later, Sharon found herself overwhelmed by her desire for Ray Ty, but before going to bed, they were interrupted by Ray's estranged wife, Mia, who wanted to reconcile. While Ray agreed to give their marriage another shot, he flinched to bed with the beauty. Meanwhile, Mia befriends Phyllis and Abby. However, Abby's friendship with Mia cools when she learns that Arturo and Mia had an affair, which caused Ray's estrangement with his wife. Initially, Abby stepped back from her until Lola explained that Arturo and Mia were an item, but she married Ray when Arturo refused to commit. Abby agrees to give Arturo another chance, but not Mia. Across town, Nick asks Phyllis to move in with him. After squeezing and hawing a little, she accepted. That means Young and the Restless viewers should be ready for a handsome new face that suits Victoria Newman. Although, it might be fun if she steals Chancellor from her sister Abby. Let's wait and see what happens next to the love life of CEO Victoria. Mariah and Chesa moved in, but their relationship encountered a major obstacle when Sharon's daughter discovered that his girlfriend had scooped up cash in the mattress. Needless to say, Mariah asked for an answer, and when Tessa refused to give it, she stepped out. Mariah finally learns that Tessa has blackmailed the women who buried JT's body, which scared Mariah and confronted Sharon about the events of that night. After ordering Tessa to have the necessary evidence on the girls, and making her send charity money, Mariah returned it. But Tessa actually holds cash and makes another copy of the evidence. When Ray revealed that he believed Victor had killed JT, Nikki asked Sharon to pump a detective to get information. Jack calls Devin for showing a fake face that "I've just been beautiful to the world." While Devin insists that he is really okay, he is moved to tears over a picture of Hillary. On Thanksgiving, Charlie, Maddie and their dad spent time with Lily, although Kane worried about Devin when he sponsored family time. At Jabot, Phyllis shocked Billy when she officially gave him credit for Jab's success. After admitting to Phyllis that he loved Carrie, Jack invited the newcomer to Thanksgiving dinner. At the party released from Jab, Lola saved the day by stepping in when the waiter was not present. While Lola was busy working in the kitchen, Summer moved Kyle, going even further to kiss him, which Lola witnessed. Unable to understand, Lola fled the scene. Subscribe to the fascinating episodes on our channel.